Is that working?
I don't know. We'll see. So I got my reference over here.
Do you have security?
My security. It's all backwards.
Oh, I just got a notification that Unsung Dreamers podcast is live now.
Oh, really?
Unsung Chat 13, which is wrong.
Changed it. I changed it.
Well, it didn't.
I changed it. It says 14.
It's Unsung Chat number 14.
Oh, well. Here we go.
And there's Amy.
Hi, Amy.
Of course there's Amy, because she's down there at Just One More.
Working her butt off.
Probably partially bored out of her gourd, but also having the fucking great time.
Hi,
I
Kristen.
know she's having fun down there doing this awesome stuff. If you guys have not checked it out, go over to the Just One More and Shakers and Amy O and all that good stuff.
Oh, we totally do need a bartender, Amy.
We do need a bartender.
Big time.
And I think that's essential.
All I have is this right here. It's backwards,
that's essential.
but we are not sponsored. We are not sponsored. We miss you too, baby girl. Hi, Kristen. Yay!
Kristen Denar.
Denar! Oh,
Good
my goodness.
to see you.
So we opted to do Unsung Chat live this week because of the whole live craze with all the whole staying home. Everybody's quarantined. Everybody's staying home. So we opted just to go ahead and why not, right?
Yeah.
We're
if you're
still
sitting at home and you're quarantined up, and we know a lot of people are out there playing some live music, and that's fantastic. But we thought maybe for something different. We're still recording this episode, and we will release it tomorrow or whenever we get a chance this weekend as an audio version. So you'll still be able to drive down the road and mow the lawn, and you can longboard as long as it's considered exercise.
That's right. It has to be outdoor exercise. And keep your distance.
And put your headphones on and listen to this episode if you don't want to sit here and watch the whole thing as we unfold it. This will be kind of fun because hopefully if some people join on and want to, give us some...
Tell us what you're doing. Tell us how you're surviving all this craziness.
Give us some feedback or let us know how things are going on your end of things, and also maybe give me some shit. Can I cuss on Facebook Live?
I think so. I don't know. We got stopped the other day for playing some copyrighted music.
Yeah, for those of you who caught the middle of our party a few days ago,
it was chaos.
Facebook shut us down because we were playing some recorded music. I didn't know that was a thing if it was live and we were just partying to it.
Yeah.
Not trying to make any money on it, but they shut us down, and so...
now we know.
They muted it, and so we were like, all right, screw it. We took that video down.
Hi, Jimmy James.
It was actually pretty funny, though, until it got taken down.
And then we tried to fix it, and it was all just, you know what, let's just forget it, whatever.
So F it!
F it! So this will give you also, if you haven't, if you've listened to the chat before, this we sound the same, but this will also give you a chance to see what we look like. Hi.
Yeah, is the audio okay out there? Because you're not actually hearing these microphones. We're doing this for the audio episode, and hopefully this little device we've got up here is picking up the audio just fine. I don't know how that's...
Please let us know you can hear us.
I don't know how that's going over.
Because it's just what it's picking up here. These are awesome, and it sounds great, but yeah, we don't have a clue.
But anyway, welcome to Thursday, March 26th.
2020.
2020.
The first night of the stay-at-home order in Greene County.
Yeah, this is the first night. Are you guys excited?
Ooh, yay.
For those of you wondering, Tara and I are both part of what is considered essential business. Yay. So, fortunately, we are able to still work, and so we have been doing so
every day.
Yeah, quite a bit, and so worked our butts off today, and doesn't show any signs of stopping anytime in the immediate future. So that's been cool, and I feel blessed about that, and glad we were able to continue right now. We are in construction. So
yes, we are considered in construction because we build housing stuff, and that infrastructure which listed in the whole thing.
We're part of all that. So so far, us and our related industries like lumber companies and hardware companies and things like that, as of right now, are all staying open.
Yep.
So that's why we're on the street. If you see us out and about on the street, we are not trying to break the rules.
No,
but,
not at all.
We are technically allowed to work.
But when we're home, we're obviously not socializing like we normally would be. We're not going out and seeing people we haven't seen in a while and stuff. We're staying at home. We're staying close to just the people we've been around for the last couple of weeks. And if we do go out to a store or whatever like that, I think we're just keeping our distance. It's you don't even have to be weird about it. You can just keep approximately a 6-foot distance, and you're fine. You're still adhering to the rules, if you will. I think there's mixed views and mixed feelings of all of this, but I think if we just all abide by the general rules, then it's going to pass quicker than not. I think.
Probably so. So we don't want to talk about.
I don't know. What do you want to talk about?
What you want to talk about?
What have we done? What have we done? We had a delicious meal prepared for us tonight.
What you want to talk about?
It was delicious.
That is boring.
But
Nobody wants to talk about a delicious meal.
Nobody wants to talk about that.
No, nobody's gonna
You want to see a
fucking.
picture of it?
Nobody's gonna fucking tune in and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna give these guys a chance," because it's a little different than what everyone's doing, and then we're gonna talk about what they had as a delicious meal. What?
Well, the reason I said that is because you didn't cook it and I didn't cook it. We had it prepared for us at our home.
That's awesome. Are you guys staying tuned? Are we having a great time talking about our delicious meal?
We got 8 people now that we've been talking about food.
Yeah, we're going to lose them all if you're going to sit around and talk about your fucking
All right,
great meal.
Fine,
Oh, let's talk about our great
I'll
meal.
quit. You choose.
No, I'm not choosing. Just pick something else to talk about.
Excuse me.
Jeez.
These Bud Light seltzers make me a little...
No, I know what Tara was getting at. For those
See
of
how
you...
cute he is. He knows. He has to be funny.
For those of you
Hi,
who
Deb.
may or may not know, we have the lovely Erin Gabrielle Powell rooming with us right now,
Hi,
and
Jeff.
she cooked dinner for everyone tonight,
She did. It was delicious.
and that was cool.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
I know that's
Hi,
what you're getting at.
Kimberly. Hi,
Kimberly,
Tyler.
Is that?
That's Kimberly Nutter. You call her Nutter, but you know.
I call her Nutter.
Yeah.
Is it Utter?
It's Utter. You've always called her Nutter, and it's Utter.
She's Nutter to me.
She's always
Done
going to be
deal.
Nutter. Because you call her Nutter Butter. That's your pet name.
It's Kimberly Nutter.
I know.
There's
We're just going to leave it at that. Hope
It's-
that's okay,
It's a
Kimberly.
done deal. I'm changing her name to Kimberly Nutter.
like it. I
Just
like
so
it.
you know.
Leave it that way, right?
Yeah.
We have no idea. Just like last week, if you listened at all last week, I think did we fight last week? Was that a fight?
Yeah, we got in a.
It was a pretty good fight.
It's a fake fight.
Yeah, I know, but
It's a fake.
it's for ratings. We are nuts. Yes, we are, Kim. We got into a fake fight last week. But
No, it was
fun.
a real fight.
Was it? Was it?
It was a real fight.
And
we're on the verge.
We're on the verge. Ooh, rumors. Get the rumors out there. Yeah.
No, seriously. Drew Bliney, hey,
I drew. Oh my gosh, we played
we
one of your
played
songs.
one of your songs last week on the podcast.
We did.
And it was fun.
Yes, it was.
We talked about you behind your back.
We did. Unless you listened. Ooh.
And we played one of your songs. What song did we play?
We played. Don't tell me what was it. Don't tell me.
Oh, something
gosh,
about don't tell me to quit or
Don't tell me what to do. Don't
tell
don't
me.
try and stop me.
Don't try and stop me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was good. It was good. It was good.
Tyler Weeks.
I know.
I miss Tyler Weeks.
I know. We only had him in
We
here for a
had-
brief moment.
We had an interview with him one time that was just not really a real interview. It
Right.
was just kind of like a stop by and promote a thing that was happening at the time.
Mm-hmm. For
And
Brian.
I had so much fun with Tyler because he's awesome. And I've been looking forward to doing a full-blown deal with him. So we're going to do that as soon as we're allowed to be together again.
Oh, Drew wrote.
Don't
wrote the
try to
whole
stop
song.
me. That's
Yep,
what it was
he
called.
He totally
Yep.
wrote it.
Yep.
But see, right now, obviously, with this stay-at-home thing, we can't have new interviews happening. So,
Yeah,
you know,
we're kind of not
you're
supposed
going to get us
do
for a
that.
while till this happens. I mean, I hope that's okay.
I might have a couple old ones I could post.
Yeah, we do. I think we do. We have some video ones we can do too.
Until then, we'll see how she goes.
Right. I sure miss Amy. I would love her bartending skills right about now.
Man, I don't know if you guys have seen it around town, but these parks that are all covered in like police tape, man, it's kind of freaking me out a little.
I know.
That
It's
was
all
the first thing I saw the other day that I was like, woo, ouch!
Yeah.
That's and I've seen like 4 or 5 parks because they're on my way to work, and it was a little weird looking. I even took a picture.
I did too. Like we both took pictures on I think the same day, and it just looks really strange. It's abandoned, and yet it has the yellow tape. But I think it just says caution.
It's starting to remind me of that Larry Norman song, like life was filled with guns and war, and everyone got trampled on Walmart's floor. I wish we'd all been ready.
It doesn't really say Walmart floor, does it?
No, I said Walmart floor because of the toilet paper.
Oh, see, clever. You're clever.
Children died, the days grew old. A piece of bread could buy a bag of gold. I wish we'd all been ready. There's no time to change your mind. The sun has come and you've been left behind.
I wish I knew it better. Dang
That's
it.
how I feel about the toilet paper. I feel real left behind about the toilet paper.
Yeah, me too. We got like.
I think Larry Norman was singing about Jesus, but I don't think he actually realized
it was about toilet paper.
prophetically going to be about toilet paper.
You don't think so?
And people got trampled on the floor, so.
It's crazy, man. Just take what you need. It's all good. I think.
Anyway, for those of you
better.
who have been listening to the Unsung Dreamers podcast, you'll be very happy to know that I still haven't bought any toilet paper.
Nope.
I haven't scored any,
Nope.
and I haven't even tried. And if you want, I'll tell you what I'm doing.
Oh, they want to know.
If you want to know how
sure
if you want to know how I'm
want to
getting
know.
through these rough times.
How you doing it? How are you doing it, Daniel?
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to explain what I'm doing.
You already said kind of what you're doing. You're like the shower bidet.
I sure did.
You did. Do you do that every time you have a major transaction?
No, I do not.
All right. Oh, I'm reading Tyler's message. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you say?
If Forrest Gump dies of coronavirus, China is getting a nuke named Lieutenant Dan. I promise you that shit.
Oh, that's good shit. I kind of had some thoughts on that whole thing.
Oh, yeah. You said that a couple weeks
I
ago.
had a whole Forrest Gump rant. I don't know if that's what you're actually referring to there, Tyler, but oh man, I went through a whole Forrest Gump thing. But good news, people. Forrest got better.
He's doing better. He and his wife Rita are doing better.
He got better, and he Forrest Gumped our ass just like I thought he would.
Just like you thought he would. They're at home. Well,
I'll tell you what, right now, today, literally today, I don't even have to say the date, because if you're watching, it's
the 26th.
today.
March.
There was more people fucking out today than I've seen in the last, 7 days.
It was crazy.
So I don't know how this order
This stay-at-home order is being enforced.
is going over, but I saw a ton of people today.
We worked after hours, like after 5, we worked down a job down in Branson, and we stopped at this gas station. It looked like everyone was going to the lake. Everybody's buying like beers and coolers and ice and it's like there were 30 people.
Which
they
might all still be keeping their distance, which is fine.
Which is true.
Which is fine, but man, there's a lot of people. But the weather, dear Lord.
The weather is making everybody want to go out. Which,
Yeah, and so the mix between wanting us and needing us to stay home as much as possible, and then this damn day we had today.
Beautiful day.
It was just so nice.
Our first 80 degrees.
Everyone's still, pretty much keeping their distance though. So
I noticed that too. I went to the post office in Rogersville the other day to get her mail, and I was leaving, and this girl was holding the door for me, and I kind of hesitated. And she's like, oh yeah, and she let the door swing. It's really awkward. We're trying our best, right?
yeah,
It's super awkward because you want to be kind and gentle and nice, and then you realize, oh, I'm closer than 6 feet right now. It's weird. It's very weird.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
We got to do our best, right?
Yeah, it's interesting how you got to think about it because obviously there's still some things going, like going to the gas station, some of those basic things, and like when I go to the gas station, I'm standing there very conscious about like this dude was talking to the cashier guy today, and he actually started backing up, not knowing I was right behind him, and I totally took like 3 big steps back away from him. You know, and it feels weird because it's like I didn't have nothing against the guy, but
there's a thing you're supposed to say.
You almost bumped into me, bro.
Yeah.
You can't bump into me anymore.
The grocery store the other night, was it last night? I think we went to the grocery store for the first time in 4 weeks or whatever, and I think it was the same way. Like people would push their carts, and we'd be like, "Okay, you got."
I do want to say something about the grocery store.
Yes.
I have specifically stayed away from the grocery store. Because I didn't want to freak out. I didn't want to be there during any of these panic, crazy times and all this kind of stuff. So I've had enough food at my house that I really didn't need to freak, and so I didn't. And I didn't go, and I didn't want to go because have become a really firm believer of like, you know, not get your mind off it, like ignore all of the things we're supposed to be doing. I'm paying attention to what, you know, all these things we're supposed to be doing, and Tara helps me a lot in doing all the research about the orders and all that kind of stuff. I'm obeying all those rules, but to disallow myself to get saturated with the 24-hour news channels and the pandemonium in grocery stores and the toilet paper situation, I have just specifically decided I'm just not going to be a part of it at all. So I haven't gone. So then just last night, it was like we're getting to a point where there's a few things we do kind of need to go for. And I like had all this anxiety. I didn't even want to go.
You did, yeah.
And Tara was like, well, I'll go. I got to quit hitting this.
Hi, Shell.
Table. Tara was like, well, I'll go for you. I was like, well, no, that's not the point. I need to go and face it. Because I was really scared that I was going to walk through the store and be like, I was afraid it was going to really freak me out.
Right.
Because of all the stuff that's missing. And all the stuff that's bought up and all these kinds of things. And I am happy to report that although there was a lot of things bought up, I was not discouraged at all, man. I got there and there was plenty of shit for me to get that I wanted to get. And there was a few things, you know, I didn't get, but I didn't really need. And it wasn't really that bad. It wasn't
The paper products were gone, but and some of the food items. But
of
generally
course,
speaking, it wasn't
there was
terrible.
there was a lot of things gone. The flour was gone. The paper products were gone. There was a lot. But there was so much stuff that was still there and still being restocked and all these kinds of things. And it just didn't freak me out as bad as I thought it was going to. And so we kind of had just a fine time.
Yeah.
There was even frozen pizzas left.
There were.
But I'll tell you what, the thing that pissed me off the most about it, don't get me started.
You already started. Go.
Dude. If any of you out there did this, you know, no offense, but maybe it's a sorry, no sorry. But I mean, I can't even talk about it.
Why not? You already started.
Because I can't.
You have to. This is what we're here for. This is why we chat.
Just the damn. Yes, there was meat, Aaron.
Yes, there was meat.
We got meat. There was actually plenty of meat.
There was lots of meat.
There was shit tons of meat.
The meat was fantastic.
To be clear, we went to Food for Less, so please don't go running out there and cause everybody in town headaches. But anyway.
What were you saying?
Just I couldn't believe how much of the like single serving TV dinners were gone. They were all gone. And I'm just like,
lazy food.
If you are out there thinking that like, obviously the panic The panic is that the world might be ending and I need to like survive. And you run for the TV dinners that are like single serving. They're made out of like clay that was like developed in like Harvard science class.
In a
like
petri dish.
This tastes a whole lot like ribs. And it's like these Hungry Man, single serving, lazy ass, peel the plastic strip and microwave it.
They were gone.
They were emptied out. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, I can't even believe it.
You should have heard him. I should have recorded this last night.
I was yelling in the middle of Food for Less out loud, like, you fucking lazy bastards. Lazy single serving TV dinner buying bastards. I couldn't believe it. Like, this is what you're going for?
Yeah.
Like, let's not go for the essentials, like the rice and the beans. I mean, they've gone for the rice and the beans
the
now.
flour was gone.
But my theory is, my theory is the pandemonium happened about 8 or 9 days ago. And that's when all the Hungry Man TV dinners got bought. Then, all the smart people who fucking chilled out and were just like, we're not going to go be a part of the panic. We all sat back and was just like, oh my gosh, these crazy people. So then when it was time for us to take a turn to go to the grocery store, we bought up all the flour, rice, and beans. Because that's the damn shit you buy when you think the earth is going to end.
The earth.
Not the Hungry Jack ribs and potatoes with butter sauce, broccoli, single serving, Hungry Man frozen dinner shits.
And the blueberry tart.
with a damn dessert included. You microwave that shit and your dessert tastes like turkey.
Yeah, because
That's the stuff that was wiped out. It just was unbelievable to me that like people are going for that. So you like peel it out and you're like, boop, 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 boop. Hopefully you still have electricity. I mean, you think the world's going to end, you might not have electricity, but good thing you bought shit that needs to be microwaved. Anyway, so...
You know what I was surprised about?
What?
There was a shit ton of Hot Pockets. Like, Hot
there
Pockets
was still
were
a lot
there.
of Hot Pockets.
And that's those easy things that I thought would be Gandhi. But there were shit tons of Hot Pockets.
No, but to me, that's actually what makes it even funnier is there was still frozen pizzas and there was still Hot Pockets. Mm-hmm. So those are like these kind of staple things. People ran for the Hungry Mans. Like every time I've been to the grocery store, the TV dinners are like, they're always stocked and they really rarely even run low. I mean, there's boxes and boxes and boxes of that shit. Like, all the time.
Yeah, ridiculous.
And now it's all gone because people are so fucking lazy that they're going to buy, like, a whole dinner that's in a package this big and peel their cellophane and hope they can microwave it in their microwave if they still have electricity since the world's ending.
And I know why they call them Hungry Man. Because you're still hungry afterwards. There's like 2 ounces of food in there.
Because they're trying to make it sound like you're really getting a big hearty dinner.
Your processed
and
meat
it's
Salisbury steak is this much bigger.
It's rib sponge. You get rib sponge.
Shell said hashtag not real meat.
Yeah, no. Rib sponge is what it is. And like potato meal. I don't know what the hell.
Potato flakes. Potato flaky. Potato.
But oh my God, that's the shit that was sold out. Like, well, I don't cook for my kid. It's like it's all the people that have just been eating McDonald's solid for the last 6 years.
Yeah, pretty much.
Now they're in panic mode that the world might be ending, and so they buy all the TV dinners. And there was still frozen pizzas.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, everybody gets a frozen pizza. Like, nobody understands how to process the end of the world. Because it really would be, all the flour, rice, beans, and potatoes. That's what we really need.
And the vegetables. Like the
we can live without the vegetables. I'm saying to really survive the end of the world, for the last 9 days, rice, potatoes, beans, and flour were fine. It wasn't until the smart people started finally leaving their house and thinking, I better get something, I guess, before it all runs out. And you show up at the grocery store and the shelves are stocked full of rice and potatoes and flour and beans. But not now. Not now, because finally the smart people started shopping. But by God, they got a hold of, they snatched up them hungry mans more than they snatched up the fucking toilet paper.
The potatoes were gone.
With the rib sponge.
And Shell said it's like McRib. She says, bleh. I'm like, I love McRib.
Well,
love McRib.
that's because you're a nasty bitch.
Because I'm a, what?
Yeah. Oh. Did that burn?
He just called me a nasty bitch.
Nasty. Nasty bitch.
You nasty bitch.
You love your McRibs, but these are even worse than McRibs. They're just...
It's not even McRib.
It's just like hamburger sponge.
You've said that.
I'm telling you, there are kids doing their college thesis at like Yale,
dissecting
and Oxford.
What's
and
in there?
No, they're the ones that are creating.
They're creating it. Oh, I got you.
They are bringing their final thesis of their entire, their major and their masters at Yale University, and they're bringing their teacher some hamburger sponge, and they're like, this is what I've gone to college 7 years for.
Look what I have made.
I created something that is completely not food, and I want you to taste it with this savory gravy that I also made out of nothing edible. And the teacher takes a bite of it and gives them an honors fucking grade, and they walk that stage at Yale just like I created hamburger sponge. You guys actually think that shit's edible, and that's the first go-to when the world's falling apart? Let's go get some Hungry Man TV dinners. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm done.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done with that.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. I can't keep going on about it.
You sure could.
No, I know, but I sometimes I wear subjects out.
Do you?
Yeah.
Does he really?
What's people saying? What should I talk about?
Oh, I don't know. They're talking about stuff. I don't know. Let's see. Aaron's fecking dying. Shell says Tom Henry says wow. I don't know what that's in reference to, but
you never know with Tom Henry.
Mm-hmm.
He'll say wow about anything.
Yeah, no.
And then you gotta get that cleared up. And then when you're like, hey Tom, what did you mean by wow? You know what he'll say? He'll be like, I wasn't saying anything. I'm not getting involved in this. I don't have an opinion. I love everybody.
Right.
I'm not going to answer that question. I wasn't saying wow in a good way or in a bad way.
Is that your Tom Henry impression?
I'm working on my Tom Henry impression.
You got the hat on. It kind of looks like Tom Henry.
I don't have it down.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. I don't even have a vote in the matter, man. I mean, that doesn't even matter to me, man. I love everybody. The thing is I don't judge. I quit doing that years ago.
What's the character?
When I got out of church business, I quit judging, man. I don't deal with any of that. Am I getting closer? I hope Tom's watching my impression.
I hope he still is, because this is great. Oh my God, I'm crying. But you're watching on this. Man, there's a character that.
Well, that's what he does.
What are you doing, man? Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing. Anyway, I don't even know what that character is, but anyway. Hi, Clyde. Matt Stewart.
You could go to Tom Henry, which Clyde's just walking in, so he's not going to actually understand what I'm talking about. But you could be like, hey, Tom Henry, what about that Clyde Stewart, man? He's kind of a jerk, huh? And he's like, man, here's the thing, man. I don't judge anyone, man. I think the thing with musicians is they're all crazy. You know what I mean, man?
I hope Tom's still watching. I can see icons up there, but I can't make them out. I don't have any eyeballs anymore. So we do want you to tell us Tell us what you're doing, like to have fun during this whole shut-in stuff, and tell us if you're an essential worker or not. I want to know what's going on. Amy says, I got nothing. Hands held up, shake head and back and forth with a smile.
I've got nothing.
I got nothing.
I've got nothing, man. I don't judge. I quit judging years ago when I got out of church.
Clyde's still working. He says, quit banging on this. You're making the microphones go crazy.
Gosh. Don't tell me what to do, woman.
You always tell me what to do. Oh, we're going to fight again? Are we going to fight again? It's like a bad soap opera. We're going to fight. And then one of us is going to disappear.
We don't fight.
And then suddenly come back to life.
But I'm this close, man, with my Tom Hembry. I'm going to have to work on that.
Mm-hmm. You're doing pretty good.
I used to have a pretty good Monty Lords too, but I'm rusty on that one. I'm gonna have to revisit that one.
Who's the guy that does Bernie Sanders on SNL?
Oh.
The guy with the show. He had the show.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know. I was in the middle of something completely different in my brain.
I'm sorry. See, that's your brain again. Here we go. I thought there was a grand pause where I could throw something at you.
What are you throwing at me?
I asked you if you.
Larry David.
Thank you. Larry David could do a great Monty Lords impression.
He probably could.
He could totally do that. Just saying. Giggle, giggle, ha, ha. Giggle, giggle, ha. Amy says she drank a bottle of tequila in her downtime. My liver. Oh, my liver. You sound like, is that what Beavis used to say? Oh, my liver. Yeah.
My liver. So anyway, there's surely something else going on besides all of this crapoli.
Crapoli. Nice.
But,
plural. Whatever.
But yeah.
I'm trying to read your message, Shell, but it's not posting, so. Okay, all right, well, whatever. She's in the front line, okay. Corrine won't say, Corine won't say it, but she's in the front line, medical worker. In the home where no protocols are made, oh gosh, okay, gotcha. So she's taking care of someone at home where there's like no, like major rules going on, so. Free for all, she says, hashtag free for all.
What is that? What is she suggesting?
She's suggesting that Corrine is working in healthcare at home somewhere where there's like no rules, so she's like a home care person, so she's taking care of somebody.
Well, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah, Corrine's awesome.
Corrine is awesome.
Erin says wine.
Wine.
That's all.
Wine.
No, she didn't even hashtag it. She's just like wine. I can tell already. She's like, wine. Wine is going on. That's what she says. Okay. All right. This is the craziest chat we've ever had. It's the first live we've ever done.
Well, it's kind of interactive. It's kind of fun.
I love it. I love it.
That's why I want somebody to give me something to, if you want me to say something about it, or if you have a question, or if you want to call me an a-hole.
Then do that too.
That's fine too.
Throw out a topic. We don't care what it is. Throw out a topic. Whatever you want us to talk about, believe me, he'll have an opinion. Physical therapy in the home. Okay, that's what Corrine does. Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. Wear the mask. Wear your gloves and sanitize. Wash your hands.
Yep.
Hands. Washing hands. Don't touch me. Don't touch.
Don't touch you.
Did you see the Neil Diamond thing?
I'm sure a lot of people have. And also, if you are a regular listener of the Unsung Dreamer podcast, you know that we told you about Tiger King like
we said it first
12 hours before it blew up.
Tiger King.
We told you, fuck you, Dan.
I love it. Perfect, Shell. Thank you.
What did I say?
I don't know, but she just said fuck you, Dan. Because
she's so mean to me because I didn't even do anything to her.
She knows.
I didn't even say anything about her. Whatever, Shell.
Back to Tiger King. We mentioned it here first. I don't know about first, but before the whole freaking Facebook internet went crazy with the Tiger King. We were talking about it on this here podcast.
We were, man. We were telling everyone about it.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Erin said she's gonna give me something, bitch.
She gonna give you something, bitch? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I bet you gonna give me something.
But the Tiger King thing. So I want to know from the folks watching. We have 8 or 10 people watching. I want to know: do you think Joe Exotic should be freed from jail? That's a question I'm putting out there.
I don't know if that's a question.
I just asked it. It's a question I just asked.
You want him to just be freed from jail because you like him and think he's funny?
I just asked the open
if
question.
If he put a hit out on Carol,
I know,
then he should be in jail.
Right.
It doesn't matter if now that he's popular and now that he's getting famous.
I know, but I just asked the question.
No, it feels like you're kind of asking it like, now that he's becoming popular,
I would have said that.
Now that you know who he is, and now that like he's got this side that we sort of like think is funny and borderline adorable, should we let him out of jail? I mean, if he put a hit out on Carol, then he put a hit out on Carol.
But did he?
Yeah, he did.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did Carol?
The guy that sells ceiling fans said so.
Did Carol feed her husband to the tigers?
No, there's no doubt about it.
Okay, you said there's no doubt about it. That's why I said I posed the question.
That still doesn't give Exotic the right to put a hit out on her.
It doesn't give the right, absolutely. No. I'm just asking open questions in our open forum that we have going on in this live thing.
I don't think a lot of people watching has actually seen the series.
All right.
Not that I can tell.
We can still talk about it.
We could. But we already brought it up like 2 weeks ago that Tiger King was effing awesome.
We did.
So that subject's tired.
Is it tired? Because
Yeah.
now that it's like 3 days old, we're done.
It's tired.
We're done.
It's tired. It's so tired. I'm so tired of that story.
And you make fun of me for my humor. Jeez, oh, pizza place.
Oh boy, howdy.
What's next? We need some. Nobody's giving us subjects to talk about.
Oh, that's okay. I'll think of some shit.
Of course you will.
I'll
I'll let you do that because I can't read your mind. We established that last week. Sorry, we're reading comments. We kind of went dead and dull right there. Oh, you haven't watched. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is that Jeffrey D. as in Dahmer? Jeffrey Dahmer was charismatic.
Was charismatic. Did he need a free-for-all?
Did he need a free-for-all?
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. We haven't watched it, P.S. So, I don't know what Jeffrey D. is. Was he? I know there was a Jeff on the show, but on the Tiger King thing.
She just said she hasn't watched it.
Oh. Favorite song to sing on a whim? Go. That's a good subject. Favorite song to sing on a whim?
Favorite song to sing on a whim?
Sweet Caroline.
No. God damn. If I could fucking hear that song one more time in my life, I would shoot myself in the face. That is the worst.
So answer her question.
I have already told you, if I ever have to date again and some dummy sings that song and does the bombs and the so good, so good, so good, I will walk out of that date so fast. Thank you. I'll pay my tab. I'm out of here. I can't.
First.
You gotta be kidding me.
First date, he would play that on a jukebox and see what that person did. And you'd be like, it's been nice knowing you.
I would.
I gotta go.
If I had a date again, I would take a girl out somewhere that had a jukebox and I would play like Moni Moni.
Mm-hmm. Or
And
Margaritaville.
when the song hits in, if she started that like let's get laid, I'd be done. I'd be
Gotta go.
done. I could make my decision on that alone.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet Caroline, Moni, Margaritaville.
Damn salt.
Oh, the damn salt. Oh my God.
fucking salt.
Listen, I can't work for those corporations.
Yep. He's out.
No bailouts for those corporations.
Oopsie. So the question was, what song to just sing on a whim? What would you just be like, spontaneously just start singing?
It's so funny someone's asking that because I've literally been doing that like today and yesterday, and I'm trying to think of what song it was.
Shell would walk out too, by the way.
Oh yeah, I know. She's my straight mate. No, wait a minute. Am I her straight mate or is she my gay mate? How does that work?
I don't know.
Is it the same word both ways?
I think I don't know. I don't know.
I can't remember.
They'll have to inform us.
I don't know the terminologies.
Amy says stay married. What did she say? Can't pay your tab if you are too drunk to remember you have one. Oh, we've done that.
Oh, who gave me that comment?
That's Amy.
Oh. All right, Amy, you want to like throw it down here? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was bad that last night. I was at Just One More.
Yeah.
Ay.
I think we paid. No, I paid it. You already left.
You left. You can ask Shell.
And Kareem.
You can ask Shell because I was gonna go.
You were gonna walk.
Crawl. No, I was gonna crawl in the gravel.
Yeah.
I was gonna burrow in the gravel, kind of like octopuses do down in the bottom of the sea, because I was gonna try to stay warm. I was convinced that Amy had a big pile of gravel right outside the back patio, and I was like, I'm gonna burrow in that gravel, and Shell was like, no. For any of you who don't know Shell, she says, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna burrow in the gravel. It's not gonna keep you warm, okay? She's real nice about it.
Yeah.
But Tara paid, Amy, you jerk. You big fat jerk.
Amy's like, nope, stole a chair though.
Oh, I did steal a chair.
Our first meeting of Amy, which we've explained on this show before, but yay. Yeah, Dan stole the bar stool.
I stole the hell out of that chair. And the funniest part about that whole story was not even me stealing it. It was how nervous I made everybody in the room, because I went around the whole entire room and announced it to everyone that was there that I'm going to steal a bar stool from this lady I didn't know her at the time.
You didn't know
so
her at
I
the
was
time.
just like, who's the owner? And someone was like, I think it's that girl over there. And I was like, okay, I'm going to steal a stool from her. And everyone was like, dude, you're a jerk. And I was like, no, it's not jerk. She's got a lot of stools. It's going to be funny. And the more I thought it was funny, the more like a big handful of people that were hanging out with me that night were just like, dude, don't. No,
dude,
don't. They got all Van Damme, and I was like, what? It'll be funny. I was like, I'm going to steal it. And so the ruckus of the whole night of everyone knowing that I had already premeditated the stealing of this stool was the best part, because they were all just nervous as hell. And I told them all, like, if I get caught, I'm going to tell her that you told me to do it. And they're like, no, don't do that. Because everybody knew I would do that. And I'd be very convincing, too, because I'm pretty good at being convincing at stuff like that. So they're like, no, I don't have nothing to do with it. I was like, yes, you do. You told me to steal it. And so if she catches me at any process during this whole entire thing, and I think Funhouse was playing?
Yes. It was Jimmy's birthday.
I think Funhouse was playing for Jimmy's birthday, and so there was actually a ton of people there. And I was like, what's going to even make this better is that I'm going to steal it in front of like a ton of people and a full staff. And let me add real quick before I end this story, because there's other details, but I know that's just boring to most people. I stole 2 of them. I didn't steal 1, I stole 2.
You stole 2?
Oh yeah, I stole 2.
How did you steal 2?
I took them out one at a time, baby.
Yeah.
Threw them over the back fence, and then I got them all loaded up, and then I set them at my kitchen island, and I took a picture, and then I sent it to this complete stranger. At that time, Amy was completely a stranger to us. And I took pictures of her stools at my kitchen island. I was like, hey, by the way, I stole 2 of your stools last night. And then her bubbles came up. And I was like, uh-oh. And I'm just watching her bubbles just pacing through my house. Like, And then as soon as her text came through, she's like, oh my gosh, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard in my life.
And her comment is, made me fall in love with you both.
Yeah, and that's what she was like, I love you.
We love Amy.
So I was like, okay, I'll bring your stools back. And then
and we're part of her tribe.
I went and told everybody that was all stressing out. I was like, see, I told you, it's fine. She's cool.
Mm-hmm. We did bring them back the next day.
Yeah,
the very next day, all hungover.
Actually, we brought them back the next day and got drunk as shit on a Sunday afternoon.
And stayed there so long.
It was like a Sunday afternoon, and we got ripped.
And we became best friends.
Yeah.
With Amy. It was a good night. Good day. Good night, whatever.
So go down there and check Amy out and all the things she's doing during this crisis. Because she's doing some really cool, and the Pay It Forward rail is something she's got going on. Last I saw, it was like up to like $670 or something.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Like you can just call Amy and just put some money on the donate rail or Pay It Forward rail, and she'll use that money to cover some food for somebody who wants to come by for curbside service and grab some food at her bar down there. Just One More. It's really
she's doing all kinds
cool.
of good stuff. I mean, you just watch Just One More's page and you'll see all the good stuff she's doing. She's also, if she does curbside service for people, and if you tip, she's putting that in a kitty for all of her servers that work for her. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thing she's doing. She's doing lots of good stuff over there.
It's cool.
Oh my God, pomegranate mimosas. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Shell asked, where's Betty Boop?
Oh, Betty Boop? Literally? Where literally Betty Boop is?
I don't know. She says, where's Betty Boop?
She's at my shop.
Explain. Can you explain?
Rogersville.
Do you want to explain that a little bit?
I've got her locked in my shop. I've got Betty Boop locked in my shop right now.
Locked? Locked. Not locked. Locked.
Yeah, Betty Boop's at the shop. If she was here, I would show her to you, but she is not.
She's not. She's at the shop. She's still covered in soot, and she's waiting for her proper placement at some point in time in the future.
Yeah. We'll figure that out.
To be disclosed later.
We made a dent today. Got care packages and meals out. I'll need more donations soon. That's from Amy O down there at Just One More. So she is spending your money and helping people. So if you're out there and could send her some more, go for it, because she's kicking serious ass.
And since we're doing this live right now, some people are hearing it, but if you're listening to this in the past, then you can check out Just One More's page. She's posting a lot of stuff about what she's doing, and you can check that out, and you can donate if you'd like, or you can, if you're in the area, you can go ahead and just go there and call them first and get some curbside service and donate and all kinds of good stuff. Just in case you're listening to this not live.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying over here? I'm talking to you.
And also, if you are somebody listening to only the audio version of this week's episode of Unsung Dreamers, you're going to be a smidge confused because we are live on Facebook right now, and we're kind of interacting with people who are kind of watching and having a good time with us. And so if you're just driving down the road listening to this as an audio only, that's actually what's going on. And I guess it's obvious.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's pretty obvious.
I didn't mean to undermine your intelligence, but that's what's going on.
I'll post the link of this video on Facebook.
That's
our
what's
website.
going on.
I'll put it on our website at unsungdreamers.com just so you can look at it in the future. If you'd like to come check this out. If you're listening to the audio and you want to see some of the video, I will post it on the website.
Yep.
Hi, Tanya. What else are we going to talk about? What subjects you got going on?
I don't know. I thought somebody.
It's hard to tell by the icons who's here still.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, no. Scrolling through comments.
Oh, I still never answered the song I just like to randomly
song like
sing.
that you'd like to sing on a whim. A whim. A whim.
On a whim.
On a whim. Emphasize the
I've literally done this in the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
What was it?
I don't know. I can't read your mind.
No, I think I've done it out loud.
That's
With
a shot.
you, like in the car.
Is there that weird sound again?
That might be that sound.
Do you hear that? Is it
Somebody might have the garbage disposal on.
I'm going to see if I can hear it without the heads. Yeah, it's totally rattling the wall over there.
Again.
But it's, I don't know. Oh well.
Today I was randomly on a whim singing that, I don't know the words and so I'll screw it all up, but that whole like, I see skies of blue.
Yes, that's a good one. One of my favorite songs. It's on my Sweet 16.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Happy birthday, dear Norman.
Wait, that's a totally different song.
Happy birthday to you. Not many people gonna get that one, but
No.
a few of you will.
I don't understand. I don't understand.
By the way, the best work that Kenny Rogers ever did was the movie Six Pack. It's his best work. Yes. It's very hard to find. You might have to actually kind of drum it up in like a flea market or something like this on VHS.
He has it on DVD.
Do I?
I think so.
I think I did buy it
In
one
our
time,
stack
yeah.
that never gets played because nobody does DVDs anymore.
You can't get it on any streaming.
I think you have it. Yeah.
I don't think you can get it anywhere on streaming, but I'm telling you.
So
I hear babies cry. I
watch them grow. Where's this Ethel Merman coming in?
But I
Watch
got-
them grow.
I kind of mixed in the On Golden Pound with the...
Golden Pan? What?
On the On Golden Pound. With the old Louis Armstrong.
Tanya says you shouldn't ask Google Assistant to pull your finger.
I don't get it.
I've never done that, so I have no idea what that means. I've never done. I don't have a Google Assistant. I don't think.
I don't see that coming.
Yeah. Well.
Anyway,
So a song on a whim. Well, that's your answer. Song on a whim. Oh.
well, it was just
America.
the song that was on my whim today.
I know. I'm just trying to think of what I do. That noise. You guys probably can't hear it. When I listened back to the podcast last week, I couldn't hear it at all.
It doesn't matter.
But there's like a...
Nobody can hear it but us. But our
Whatever.
headphones are kind of...
Yeah, whatever. We hear it. Whatever.
Because something with vibration is running in the house. Good vibration.
I'm sending a good vibration. Woo! Beach Boys.
One song I sing on a whim every now and then, more often than not, is If This Isn't
Oh!
Please Tell Me So. If this ain't love, you gotta let me know. If this isn't, I sing that one on a whim a lot.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I have never heard you sing that.
If this isn't, I like that line.
I've never heard you sing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Totes.
I don't hear it. Tanya said it sounds like a fan. I don't hear it now.
It did sound like a fan.
It did sound like a fan.
But I think it's be quiet, be very, very quiet.
Hang on.
We're hunting rabbit.
I just hear the TV in the other room.
Or people on the porch.
Right. Totes. Mm-hmm.
I think it's over with. Yeah, so I don't know
Right
what
on.
it was. It was the other night. It happened, and we believe it was the garbage disposal.
Right. We went on a hunt. You know what's a song that I sing
What?
randomly? Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. That's a lie. That's a lie. I don't do that. I don't do that.
It's so obvious that you're lying.
Well, that's why I let you in on it.
You're the worst liar ever.
I can't lie to him.
You're just the worst liar ever. Anyway, I don't know. We're going on an hour, which I don't know if we'll just leave it at this, or we could take a break and come back, or we could be done. I feel like I haven't done a whole lot that's super funny.
Yeah, and we want, because we need more Patreon people. You need to go to Patreon and sponsor the show.
I have not seen the singing Dr. Elvis.
Like he said in one of the videos, in one of the videos, you want to keep being funny.
Erin said it was her vibrator, and she's very sorry. She'll turn it off. Hi, I'm just saying.
We don't judge. We don't judge.
I don't judge.
You know?
I don't judge.
Nope, no judgments here.
I just
No.
get asked to stop and buy batteries.
Hey, can you pick me up? Oh, I just
Sam, how
right
was
there.
that?
That's what.
Careful.
It's not doing anything. It's fine. You're fine. We're having a good time. See, now we got 6 or 7 people in our little party that we're having virtually through the internets.
Yeah, it's a virtual party.
This is what we're gonna maybe keep doing every week because of all our stuff and having to be in the house. So maybe join us every Thursday evening, right?
We might as well. Well, I don't know if we should commit. Tara and I have problems with commitment.
We do.
Well.
No, we don't have problem with commitment. He has problem with scheduling and planning. That's where we're at. I can schedule and plan like a motherfucker, but getting him to schedule and plan?
I just planned that drink of beer.
No, you didn't.
Drink beer!
Share the drinks. Tanya says share. What? Oh, you want us to trade? Is that what you mean by share? Should we?
You're getting comments I ain't getting.
Well, hurry up. Your phone's dumb.
I'm just not getting those. But anyway.
This is really exciting. Really exciting. Anyway, so yeah, I would love to do this every Thursday.
I feel like
at some point.
I'm not focused because I'm worried about this instead of just
I'll take a picture of it and post
sitting
it.
around and talking about something I want to talk about.
I'm going to take a picture of it as it stands right now. So I will post this in the comments at what we look like when we have our little iPad up here doing our recording. Oh my God! I can't post it in this comment, so I'll post it later on the Unsung Dreamers page of what our little system looks like. He's worried about it not working.
What?
You said you're worried about this falling down.
No, I didn't say anything like that. I said I feel like I'm distracted by this doing live thing.
Oh, I thought you meant about the freaking masking tape that I'm using to hold the iPad
I'm not
up
talking
there.
about the masking tape at all. I'm talking about I feel like I'm just distracted by doing this live video and not just talking the way that I want to talk.
Well, it is distracting because we keep looking up there. We could put a piece of paper in front of it so we can't see ourselves. Could do that.
Well, I'm just saying, maybe moving forward, if we keep doing something like this, I don't know. I feel like I'm too worried about some things instead of just talking about some things.
What are you worried about?
I just said I'm too worried about thinking some things and not just doing what the things I want to things. That's what I just said. That's what I just said.
Yeah.
I said it.
So for those of you who are not watching this live and you're just listening to the audio, sorry. It sounds a little different from the normal Dan, the normal rant Dan. I really would love for some of our viewers to be like sending us some thoughts and some subjects for him to start a rant on.
No, I mean just to get me going.
You are look at you. You're looking at yourself. Stop looking at yourself.
All right, I'll look there.
No, don't look at that either.
Um,
You can look at that all you want. I don't care.
well,
Well, what? What else is there this week?
use paper bags and make draw-on masks.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't think we have any paper
There's
bags.
a bug in my paper. Tom Hembry, I'm using blue paper even though it still looks crappy. What? Do it. It's Bacardi and Cola. Do it. I don't have any Bacardi and Cola. Use paper bags and make draw-on masks. We don't have any paper bags. You're right. I don't think we do. That would be super fun though, Tanya.
I don't think we do.
No, we don't, because we're totally unenvironmental plastic bag users here. But you know, there's a controversy. Use plastic, that's awful. Use paper, that kills trees. So there's, I don't know. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's right. You can't win either way.
Well,
But yeah, if we had like a little mask on, like the Unknown comic. Oh wow! I just aged myself.
check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it.
You.
Check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it, check it.
What's the theme song?
You're talking about
Gene.
Mean Gene, the dancing machine.
Oh my God, is that Brian Duvall? And Doug Sims? Look at that.
That is Brian Duvall, and I'm gonna tell the most embarrassing Brian Duvall. No, I'm just kidding, bro. I ain't gonna do that.
Brian says he remembers that shirt.
Yes.
Or were you talking about mine?
Brian?
I don't know.
No, he's talking about mine. We
I
got
know.
these shirts together. Like, how old is this shirt, Brian? Freaking.
Please
I'll bet it's
answer.
22 years old.
It's an old shirt.
Is it 22 years old? Maybe more than that. For reals.
Right, Doug. No,
It
no
is-
copyright issues tonight. Thanks.
It is absolutely the exact same shirt that you probably still have in your collection. And, yes.
I know you meant
He's
Dan's,
talking
Brian. I
about
was just
mine.
kidding. So,
We all got these together. We played some place that, like, printed a bunch of security shirts because Brian could maybe help me with this if he stays on here. But I think they thought it was going to be a bigger deal than it was. Like, I think they were. It was. I don't think it was just us. I want to say there was other bands involved, and maybe they just didn't draw the crowd that they thought they were going to overall. Because I think they were expecting thousands, and so they printed these security shirts for people who were going to be their security. And then when it didn't quite turn out like they thought it was going to turn out, they had like boxes of security shirts. And so they're like, you guys want some shots? I got nothing
Yes,
to
we
do.
do.
We're like, hell yeah. And then Johnny Key Public actually played a couple of shows where all 5 of us wore this shirt all at the same time, kind of like matching. And
so tell everybody who Brian is.
and Brian said tens showed up. And that's exactly, I think I'm on to the right story. They were expecting thousands and like tens showed up. And so they had tons of security shirts because they didn't need all that security. So we ended up with a bunch of brand new security shirts.
Oh,
so that's the story behind this shirt.
I love that. I don't think I've
I
heard
can't,
that.
it's obviously a pretty good shirt.
It's
'cause
a good. It's
I've had it
fitting.
at least 25 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the 25-year mark, and like the ink is still real good. I don't wear it super often, but it's the same one.
So tell people who Brian Duvall is.
Brian Duvall. Oh
There's so much to say about him. I know. But
no, I'm just kidding. Brian Duvall played drums in Johnny Key Public, and he still is a very well-known, respected musician, friend, family man. Man of God from the Branson area right now who has an incredibly inspiring story
yes, he does.
and is a really, really great guy. Plays a lot on the Branson Bell.
The Branson Bell.
Elvis, when he was real little, he used to call it the Branson Bell.
Bell.
It was the Bell. Dad, can we go to the Branson Bell?
He says he dug out his fire coat yesterday.
Oh man, I don't think I still have my fire coat. I think it's Gandhi.
Aw.
But we used to all have matching fire coats as well. And they were bitchin' and they were warm. They were the warmest coat ever.
What did it look like?
It was real.
Like a fire coat, like
No, it was
full on.
No, it actually was real.
With the shiny stuff around.
Yeah, they were real.
Oh man,
They were real.
that'd be awesome. You're gonna be a grandpa? He says he's gonna be a grandpa. in June.
Grandpa in June. I think I actually saw something about that the other day, and that is awesome.
Yay! Wow.
He always was the oldest one in the band.
Oh my god.
He always was. I think he's only older than me by like 1 or 2 years. But of course, he had to get the hell for being
The oldest one in the band.
They were 70s. The 70s fire coats.
Oh,
Yeah.
how awesome. How
They were
fantastic is that? That's cool. That's cool. Yay! Look at that. Look at that.
Yep.
I got one more, so that means we're almost done.
Okay.
I guess.
Maybe we shouldn't go.
Maybe. I'm not sure. How long? You're 50?
I just don't want to get...
He's
50, so he's
just a little bit.
year and a half older. No, wait a minute. Our birthdays are in the same month, so he's 2 years older than me. Because I'm 48 right now.
Are you going to be 51?
Best looking. He's the best looking.
I would say. And you have the best glasses, too, Brian.
Oh, don't compliment him about his glasses.
Why? Because they're fun.
Because he just wears those to get attention.
Well, yeah.
And now you're giving it to him.
And you climb on light trusses. Why? Why do you climb on light trusses, Dan?
Because I'm awesome.
Right, to get attention. Cheers, bitches. Cheers to you, Aaron. Good night. Oh my gosh, we're out of control.
No, we're not.
Yes, Brian, he's August 19. When's yours, Brian?
Brian's
Oh,
like-
August 9th. 69.
Yeah.
So yeah, 2
He's
years.
9,
That's 2
69.
years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Ish.
And 10 days.
So he was
one
the
way or
oldest.
the other.
So he totally was the oldest.
No, he was. I
Yeah.
wasn't kidding.
Oh, I
I'm
thought you were just
saying.
being silly. Dan does everything to get attention. Yes, he does.
Hey, you watch your mouth. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me, Brian Duval.
Including making beautiful things out of wood. Just saying.
Oh, man.
35, Tanya, you're a baby. She's all, I'm 35. I'm 35.
Oh, my gosh. I have spots on my skin that are 35.
Yeah, me too.
That should probably be looked at.
Yeah, look at, can you see those? I got several.
No, I'm just kidding.
I wasn't kidding.
So anyway,
I
no,
know.
I know. You're not kidding. I don't know if we're running out of stuff.
We're running out of stuff.
Doug Sims gonna start giving me hell. Never saw him climb on the rafters at cartoons or the trees at Summers at the river.
Or the roof on a rainy night at Summers at the river.
Listen here, Doug Sims. It was the roof at Summers at the river, and it was the trees at what was that place called? It was in Nixa. Bumstead's.
Yeah.
It was at Bumstead's in the trees, Doug Sims.
Yeah, so get it right.
Get it right. I was climbing on the roof at Summers. And the trees, I actually got stuck in that tree. I climbed up the tree and I couldn't get down.
So typical.
Literally, people had to like, oh, come on. See you later, Brian.
He says, where were the trees?
The tree was right
Beside
there by the
stage.
stage.
It was like right beside the stage,
and
right?
I climbed up it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I couldn't get down.
Yeah, yeah. I think there's a photo somewhere. I think it's still on the Machine Gun Symphony page.
It might be.
Yeah. And so are the ones of you on the roof at Summers in the River with it. It was all dewy and wet, and everybody was like, get down, you crazy man. He was like, no, I'm a badass. You know.
I don't know if I thought I was a badass, but...
Well...
It was funny, and it's been talked about ever since.
And the light truss at Shuffle.
I heard not too long ago that it was like legend. Like, oh,
really?
Like you're the guy that got caught in the tree
guy.
at Bumstead's. I was like, yeah, that
and climb
happened
the
one night.
rafters at cartoon.
It's like, no, dude, I've become like an urban legend.
Ooh, an urban Springfield legend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the spook light in Joplin. The spook light in Joplin, and then Dan Fritz and the trees at Bumstead.
Right. They're the same.
Those are the two best Southwest Missouri stories like ever.
Spook light. Have you ever seen it? The spook light?
No.
Me neither. Me neither. Me frickin' neither. I've heard about it for years. You're what? You're reading some more comments. Okay. Hi,
Yeah,
Palmer. Palmer's on here.
I think we absolutely will have some kind of a crazy thing when all this settles.
Oh, heck yeah.
That'd be great.
We need to. Everybody needs that. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know that we don't have plans of hosting something like that yet, but I mean,
It's hard to make plans anyway right now because this whole thing is like a 30-day thing, but we don't.
What I think we
don't
should
know.
do is a parade. I think we should do a parade with floats, and each band in town gets a float, and it's just a music parade. So if your float can have your own like PA on it, right? So instead of having marching bands from the schools, and instead of having like, you know, the guys from the Shrine Moss that drive the little bitty cars.
The little cars.
Instead of that, everyone gets a float, and you got to set your band up on the stage and then just
Kill it.
just play balls to the walls, and we'll just drive through downtown Springfield. So as each
That
float,
would be really cool.
yeah, man, as
A
each
live music
float
parade.
drives by, you get to hear whatever that band's playing.
Okay. Let's figure out how to do that. Every float will need a generator.
Yes, they will.
What is this? See, with the video, he can't focus on being him, his funniness.
Yes, they will.
He has to look at himself like a small child.
Yes, they will. They will have to have a generator, and you'll have to figure that out yourself. So,
Oh, Chris says, but each member is 6 feet apart. We're talking after. We're talking
no,
after.
we're telling after when this
all
is all
shit
done,
is
and
done.
Springfield's gonna celebrate
And we're going to go crazy and have a good time.
the fact that things are better and we're all back. And is there, because Doug Sims was asking a minute ago, a couple comments ago, like, you think there's going to be a big idea after all this stuff clears where we could have a giant music kind of celebration? And I'm like, well, one idea I just was randomly coming up with was, why don't we do a band parade where every band gets their own float? You could be in the back of a pickup truck. It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
whatever.
matter. It'd be kind of cool.
And it still would be kind of distancing a little bit, because we'll just like be a band on a truck, and we'll drive a couple blocks through downtown, and your band will play while you're on the truck.
Or just think, everybody could have like one of those little belt buckle amps and just forget about the float. Just walk and play and sing and stuff.
Yeah.
There could be a whole lot of neat ideas here. Like, everybody just do your own thing.
It sounds exhausting for me. I'm not going to put that together.
You're not going to put that together?
If somebody wants to steal it and try to figure out how to make it work, go ahead. It's fine. You can have it.
You're all right with the
Yeah,
stealing?
I'm not going to worry about taking credit for it.
Who cares about credit?
I don't know if you're in the same key as me.
I'm harmonizing.
Oh, okay.
That's what I do best. People don't know this, but I harmonize
machine.
better than I sing.
I think I am Chuck Barris reincarnated.
Reincarnated?
He's my spirit animal.
Is he? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chris says we definitely need an outdoor festival. Yes. Uh-huh.
If I relate to anyone, it is Chuck Barris.
From the Gong Show. Kids,
That's
look it up.
He's my go-to. I'm so bummed that I didn't get to meet him before he sailed on. Yeah. But anyway.
Before he left this world.
I like Chuck Barris. I think he's
I
awesome.
love that show. I love that show. Those of you who are not old enough to remember that show, The Gong Show was the tits. We should bring that back. It should come back. But oh my gosh, is that too offensive for these days? We can't gong someone. We just can't do that. It's too offensive for these days. We
Well,
just can't do
It
that.
might hurt their feelings.
Didn't hurt anybody's feelings.
I got my feelings hurt just here tonight.
Did you really?
Yeah.
How so, baby?
I think Shell was calling me names, and Amy O was calling me names,
Aww.
and Brian Duval was being mean to me,
Aww.
and Doug Sims was being mean to me, and so now my feelings are very hurt, and I don't ever want to do this again. I don't ever want to do this again because my feelings are hurt.
I can't understand you when you're pouting.
Anyway, I think this is getting boring, and
Is it getting boring? Are we done?
well,
Are we
I don't
done
know.
now?
I mean, if somebody wants to give me something that'll get me all fired up, I'll do it. But
Can you talk about something for a minute? Because I'm kind of having to go to the bathroom.
well, no, that's what I'm saying.
And use only 4 squares of toilet paper when I do. That's America's Got Talent. Kind of.
Yeah, it is
yes.
similar.
Simon kind of is the gonger. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah, but the Gong Show was so much
It was
more
so much
random
better and
than
random
America's
and
Got
weird.
Talent.
And
They
Chuck
were always
Barris.
drunk. Everybody on
Everybody
the whole
was
damn
smoking
show
and
was always
drinking the
drunk.
whole fucking time. I was like,
That was what was so funny is they were so
good. It was so good.
blatantly trashed.
Completely trashed. And some of the artists, if you want to call them that. You know what one of my favorite was? One of my favorite ones was there was a girl in a peanut costume and a girl wearing just a splurge of purpleness. And the girl in the peanut costume would go, peanut, peanut butter. And the girl would go, jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, jelly. Peanut. Does anybody remember that? Because this was my favorite ever act from when I was, I don't know, I must have been 7 years old watching this shit. But I remember that. That's the only act other than Mean Gene. Mean Gene, that was the only act I really remember. Was the peanut butter and jelly chicks. And they got gonged and I was so sad.
Tonight's episode is dedicated to the Gong Show and Chuck Barris.
Yes.
We probably ought to just wrap her up.
Why not, right?
Thank you guys for joining us.
Yay.
We're just sitting out here in the studio having a good time. And yes, we did still record all this. I don't know what it'll be like to listen to as an audio episode
We're going to post it anyway.
Tomorrow or the next day. But we tried something different. Just to kind of have some fun with it. Maybe we'll do it again if you want to jump on and even give us suggestions on what to talk about or to do or whatever else.
So let us know. Let us know if you want us to do this live again, and then we'll record it and put it on the audio version of the Unsung Dreamers America. You got me singing America's Got Talent shit. Unsung Dreamers podcast. Let us know if this was fun, because we would love to do it every Thursday-ish night and go from there.
Doug Sims, there are some people doing a lot of concerts from their home already. We haven't done it yet, but oh yeah, you want me to do some AC/DC. See, I can't play some of those songs, well, I mean, unless I had a band. I'd have to have a band all set up. But we tried to play some songs last few days, and they shut us down because it was recorded music.
Fabo said no!
Yeah.
And slapped us in the face.
Facebook kind of spanked us a little bit because we played some recorded music. So we got to come up with an option, a plan B for something like that. But yeah, we'll work on that kind of stuff. That'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
And, but still, totally seriously, be safe about this stuff and do what the peeps are telling you. Because
Just do
no
it.
matter where you stand on any subject, I think everybody just wants to try to get safe and get healthy and quit spreading. And, that's all it did. It sucks for some people more than it does other. We got it. And it sucks. But there really is a greater good at stake. And you should take some of these precautions and these rules seriously. And, it's okay. Everything's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay.
Every little thing is going to be all right. Don't worry. about a thing. I mean, worry about a couple things.
Sure.
Yeah, you're going to have to worry about just a couple.
I got you. There's some people in hardships. I mean, we're among the essential, because we're in construction, so we get to keep working, but it doesn't mean we're actually like making big bucks here or whatever. We just keep working. So those of you who are completely out of work right now, we sympathize, we empathize with you guys, and it's going to be okay. Hey, there's a stimulus package they just talked about, so whatever that is, we'll figure it out. We'll see how it is.
Nothing's going to make everybody happy, but I think everyone's trying on in all areas. So let's just all just keep trying
everybody
and support
join
each
in.
other.
Just obey the rules. Just go with it. If it's overkill, if it's too much, who cares? We'll get over it quicker.
Try to see the best
Right.
in what anyone has to say.
True.
Whether you agree with them or not, let's just try to see the best in each other. I don't think anyone really wants the world to be destroyed. So
this is about humanity, not politics.
it's going to be great. It's going to be.
We're fine.
It's going to be awesome, and it'll be great. So we are going to do things a little bit different because we are not really playing live music. I mean, we might do that kind of home concert series kind of a thing, but we do the podcast, and so tonight we wanted to try something a little bit different and just totally let you in on how we do it, and this is how we do it. My crap is all recording this right now.
His crap.
As I say, our crap is recording all this
I love
stuff.
it. His crap.
And it will be available tomorrow or the next day as an actual audio episode of the podcast. And so you can go check it out. As we've already told you, you ought to go check Boot Jeep out as long as you're stuck at home doing
Boot
nothing
Jeep
anyway.
YouTube channel.
We got 5 or 6 videos up on our YouTube channel called Boot Jeep. It's
Please
just
check that out.
It's just Tara and I driving around being stupid. So nothing like groundbreaking, but it's entertaining.
I would love if you guys watch all of them, but of course, I would love it. St. Louis trip. Just please watch the one that's called St. Louis.
It's got some funny
super
stuff.
Fun. It's super fun.
It's got some funny stuff.
But watch them all. I mean, just check it out, whatever. And as usual, fucking Patreon, if you want to support the show, get on there and you can see what it's about. Throw us a couple bucks. If you have it right now, if you don't, I understand. It's all good. We're going to keep doing this no matter what. We're going to keep doing this. So we hope to entertain you and show you some fun stuff. And then we're going to put this as an audio thing, and we're going to come back to you probably next Thursday evening. Maybe do the same thing.
One of those days.
Right on.
Thanks for watching, guys. And hope you have a great weekend. And stay safe.
We love you.
We love you a lot. We love you.
All of you.
Love you.
Love wins. Love wins.
So anyway.
Love wins.
We'll catch you next week.
Bye.
What do I do?
Just hit the home button.